Alright, hi everybody. This is Games with GM. My name is GM, and this, I hope, is the Galileo Project. I think it is. If it is, I'm going to unbox it and let's take a look inside. Oh, okay. The Galileo Project. Here we go. So this game just came in, and I'm very excited about it. It's got beautiful artwork, as you can see, really bright rainbow colors. A nice planet on it. You can see on the back there's all kinds of sort of cards laid out here, giving you a sense of what you're going to get in the game. But no sense dwelling on it. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Yeah, so this is a new game from Adrian Hessling and David Sitbon. And the company apparently is called Sorry We Are French. I think it's a hilarious name. I don't really know what they're going for. Maybe they're apologizing for their French. Oh, check that out. I just saw that on the camera for the first time. Nice interior box lid. Looks like a spaceship with a planet nearby. It's really gorgeous. I mean, whoever did the art for this, really fantastic job. The Galileo Project is a 2 to 4 player game. It says it's going to take 40 to 80 minutes. I would like to see that happen. 40 minutes sounds pretty short. Maybe at 2 players it's 40 minutes. At 4 players it must be 80 minutes. If it plays that short, I'd be really surprised, but maybe it does. Got a nice rule book. Got quite a few pages of rules here. You can find this rule book on Board Game Geeks. You can read it in more detail, so I won't dwell on it here. As usual, from publishers in France, there are rules also in French. Got some really nice player boards here. Got some different planets, tracks. Wouldn't be a Euro game without tracks to go up in ranks on. So this is how we know it's a Euro game. We've got tracks from 0 to 12, 0 to 18, 0 to 15, and then 0 to 14. So there's a couple of different ones on there that correspond to something. I haven't read the rule book yet, but they're very nice. They're nice, thick cardboard. And a nice Galileo Project on the back there. Everyone like that? Yeah, they're all the same. Cardboard chits. Everybody likes punching out cardboard chits. These are, again, just the artwork here is really phenomenal. It's a nice sort of color scheme on these, of like the purple and pink and yellow. That go really well together. That's sort of the same if you kind of look at that box. I know there are rainbow colors here, but you got the purple, pink, and yellow sort of stands out a lot. The blue is a little bit of a complementary color, as is the orange. They sort of fade in between. So that's sort of the predominant color scheme I'm getting here. And more cardboard chits. Got some space rover machinery type things. It looks like a fuel core cell type thing. There's a casino on there. A bunch of these really nice cardboard, either credits or money or whatever they are. I'm not sure what they are until I read the rule book. We've got a nice player board, so it folds out like this. Oh, it folds out in thirds, so you can sort of see. Oops, sorry, my camera's a little backwards. You can see this, card tracks and slots for whatever's going to go here. Maybe cards to purchase or bonuses, perhaps over on this side. Not sure, but it sort of looks like bonuses. So you got like. Numbers 5, 4, and 2 over here. It sort of seems like the thing that would be a bonus. First person would get 5 points, the second would get 4, the third would get 2, something like that. But again, not sure. This is heavy. It's really hard to say on a video just how heavy this box is, but it's weighty. What's in here? I've said it already, but it's surprisingly heavy. It says Freeman Casino on it. Let me just open this up and see what it is. Oh, I don't want to rip it. Here. This is taking me a while. I'm gonna end up ripping it. I know it because this is really difficult. There we go. All right. Well, as you can see, I ripped it a little bit there, but fine motor skill arts and crafts were not always my strong suit. So this is, oh my goodness, poker chips. Is the money? I think this is the money. I read somewhere, oh yes, I read somewhere that there was money in this game that was very high quality. Well, this must be that. Wow. You could hear that hit the floor, couldn't you? These are pretty heavy duty. Get that one off the floor. I mean, these are sturdy poker chips. We got green ones. We got orange threes. There you go. And these are really solid. It's like a nice, solid plastic feeling. You can see here there is this sort of where the orange center of the circle meets the white rim of the circle. You can feel it raise up. The white part is a little raised higher than the orange on both sides. I don't know if that means it's two pieces or it was just sort of fused that way, but it's like a nice texture to them. You can sort of run your thumb around the edge of these, and it feels nice. It's fun to play with. You can sort of, if you're that kind of person, you can do that cool thing. I can't really do it, but you could do that with these. These are surprisingly nice. Also, wouldn't be a Euro game without little cardboard pieces representing some kind of resource of some kind. There's also silica in here. Do not eat. Silica in all of these. Don't eat any of them. Yeah, so we got little red pieces. We got little blue pieces. You saw the pink ones. We got yellow ones. We've got purple ones. We've got these beautiful little planetary looking ones. Those are pretty nice. And a bunch of extra bags, like tons of extra bags. Tons of extra bags. Score pad for keeping score. Again, very Euro gamey. You can score for a lot of different areas, and they clearly have done their homework. They've done their research, and they know how to make one of these. It looks like Seven Wonders or King Domino, or any number of games that use this sort of point salad mechanic. Get a little score pad to help you tally it up. Always a nice touch. Let's take a look at some of these. So these tokens are nice wood. These purple ones they feel pretty nice in your hand. Put them back in here. Let's get the yellow guys. Throw away the silica. Yeah, also like solid wood. They're light, but they're nice. It's a little hard to see what's printed on these yellow ones, on the right up here, just because yellow and white don't go together that well. Same with this one. There's a little gear on it, but it's a little hard to see. Let's check out the blue ones. Silica. Oh yeah, see the blue ones. The blue ones are much better. Yeah, you can see like the blue one here, a bunch easier to see. This one also a lot easier to see. Same with the little ribbon. A lot easier to see with the blue one. Oh, now, okay, so I'm noticing, okay, so the purple is like a big circle. The purple has this Illuminati type triangle in it. The blue has this, I don't know, it looks like a planet maybe. The yellow had like a gear, remember? You can barely even see it, but there's sort of like a gear. And this red one has a hexagon. No, is it a hexagon? It's a pentagon. Oh, it's like a hexagon with a triangle inside and another triangle inside that. So then maybe that's like the faction logo of the company or something to sort of represent the player. And then these pink tokens must be resources of some kind. Yeah, like little atomic atomic symbols here. Cool. Atomic tokens I told you about, apparently that's called energy. And then, of course, you got the little planets. Sort of different colored planets. You got like a gray one. You got a brown one. And you got a yellow one, which again, the yellow one's a little hard to see. Whoops. But that should do it. And then we have 2 decks of cards here. So I'll just open one of these to kind of show you what some of these cards are. Okay, so there are these cards at the back, which are sort of blank faces, but they have little spots on the bottom for whatever they're for. We also have the majority of that deck of cards, which are people of some sort, maybe leaders or characters of some kind. The artwork's very good. There's definitely a lot of the same person, so again, I have to read the rulebook to figure out what that means, but the artwork's good. Again, you're getting that sort of predominant purpley, pink color scheme here. Purple's my favorite color, so this is great for me. Nice, it's like a nice dark, deep royal purple, which is really just a beautiful color. Iconography is pretty clear, as you can see. There's on the top, there's a square in a box, and this sort of banner up top here. You've got something down, on this side of the card. There's an icon here, and there's a banner at the bottom. So the iconography is very clear. You've also got stuff over here. It's very clear. It's not distracting. It seems like once I read the rules and figure out what everything does, it's going to be pretty easy to keep these things in mind. You've got a nice big window on the card to display the artwork, which is thematically very nice. For good measure, we'll open this deck of cards too. Okay, and this is so more of the same. So they just split these blank cards with the circles on the bottom between the 2 pre-packaged packs. I'll just put those all together here. And then these ones still have that pink purple color scheme. These ones, instead of being, these are cool. These are cool. So instead of being people, these ones are machinery, vehicles of some sort. So some spaceshipy things, like these, those. Pretty nice. And then the box itself, it's really neat. I mean, pretty good. Like they really, the interior box lid, I showed you the top. This is the bottom. They've really kind of gone all out with the artwork here, which I really appreciate. And the quality, does this come out? Okay. So the insert comes out, and then look at that. That's cool. And they even got artwork down there. I mean, it's a nice touch, not every company has to do that. The game, after all, Euro game is just all about its underlying mathematical mechanics. Probably a lot of spreadsheets went into planning this, but they really didn't spare any expense on the artwork here. It's very nice. So if you're the kind of person that likes to throw out the insert, you can do that. And you've still got some beautiful artwork here. Personally, I like inserts. I like most of them anyway. Most of them feel pretty useful to me. I'm not big on like broken token type stuff. It's really nice, but it's wicked expensive. I'd rather just have the game. So for me, that works. So that's all the components of Galileo Project. It's a very nice, gorgeous game. I can't wait to punch out the chits and read the rulebook and get playing with this. But just so you can see what's inside, it's gorgeous looking. From what I've seen and read about it, it looks like a really fun game. And certainly it's got a gorgeous table presence. So now you can see what's inside. And I have to just mention again, these poker chips they're solid and heavy, and it's like board game money done right. There's a lot of times you can find these board games with like really sort of cheap cardboard chits that you might as well just replace them with metal coins, or from your wallet, or just like a set of gaming coins that you have. But this is what it should be like. Like this is what maybe in the good old days of games, where you got like miniatures and coins and all kinds of good like solid components This is sort of, it's kind of like a throwback to that. Um, yeah, this game was not cheaply produced. So really, really nicely done job by the publisher, the artists, and apparently the game designer too, because this seems like it's going to be a very fun game. And it's always good when you can immerse yourself in the theme. I know, tricky. It's like a tricky word with Euro games because the theme doesn't really matter, but still, it is nice to have a little bit of theme in your game, even if it's just the artwork. It helps to put your mind and your mood sort of all into the right sort of mindset and the right setting. It sets the scene for the game very well. I happen to think theme does really matter. Like I personally don't really care if I'm delivering vegetables or trying to gather potions or colonize a planet or whatever. I like just solving the puzzle, whatever it is. But it is fun to pretend you're like a galactic company, establishing a mining consortium on exoplanet. It's cool. I'm a role playing game kind of guy. I play a lot of D&D, so I like the idea of a theme to sort of immerse me in that, even though the game is really about the mechanics. And this game does theme clearly brilliantly. So can't wait to play it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing what was in the box. And if that sort of thing looks good to you, you should check it out. And just one more thing to show you as I'm sort of putting the game away here. The lid fits on the box. I don't know if you can hear this. Listen. You hear that? You hear the air squeezing out of that as I put the box on here? It's a really nice tight fit. It's nice and satisfying. Someone who's as organized as I am and sort of obsessive about that. Like the box lid almost comes down to the bottom here, but it really it was sort of squeezing the air out as I was putting it on. It's a nice, tight, solid fit. The lid's not going to fly off. Or if you stand it up this way, let's see what happens. Yeah, sometimes how the bottom of the box separates from the lid. Not really happening here. Yeah, I can see it coming out a little bit. It's moving a little bit, but I guess that's only normal. But it's nice. I'm just going to do that one more time because that was really satisfying. There we go. That's like the nicest box lid putting on I've done, and I own like 100 games. That's nicely done. Nicely done.